In this video, we are going to learn about forwarding refs. Ref forwarding is a technique for automatically passing a ref through a component to one of its children. This concept is best understood with an example, so let's dive right into the code and then later on go over how it works. I'm going to start off by creating a new file. frinput.js, which stands for forward ref input. Within the file, I'm going to create a functional component using the snippet rfce. Within the JSX, I will add an input element. Next, I am going to create another file, frParentInput.js. So forward ref parent input. Within the file, I will use the snippet rce to create a class component. I will get rid of the named export. And in the JSX, I will simply add the frInput component. I will also add a button that says focus input. Back in app component, I will include the frParentInput component. If you save all the files and take a look at the browser, you should be able to see the input and the button. Again, similar to the last video, what we want to achieve is when we click on the button in the parent component, the input in the child component should receive focus. However, unlike the last video where the ref was pointing to the class component, in this video, we will use the forwarding ref technique to allow the parent component to directly reference the native input element. Now we have 4 simple steps. First step, create a ref in the parent component. So in frParentInput.js, I'm going to add our const, which gives us the constructor. And I will add this .inputRef is equal to React.createRef. Second step, attach the ref to the child component using the ref attribute. So on frInput, ref is equal to this .inputRef. Third step, we need to forward this ref to the input element in the child component. And ref forwarding can be achieved using the forward ref method from the React library. So in frInput.js, which is our child component, we are going to modify how we create the functional component. I will comment out the existing code and show you the new way to define it. First, I'm going to simply replace the traditional function with an arrow function. Const frInput is going to be equal to an arrow function. You can see that we have not changed any functionality. We have simply rewritten the functional component using arrow functions. To forward a ref, we will use the React.forwardRef method. The method is going to be assigned to the constant React.forwardRef. The forwardRef method takes in a component as its parameter. Since we already have the functional component, I will simply cut the arrow function and paste it inside the parentheses. So the arrow function is passed as a parameter to the forwardRef method. Now we know that every functional component receives props as its parameter. But let me now tell you, when a component is passed as a parameter to the createRef method, it receives the ref attribute as its second parameter. We can use this ref parameter and pass it as a value to the ref attribute on the native input element. So on the input element, ref attribute, and assign the value of the ref parameter. This ref parameter will point to the value of the ref attribute from the parent component. Or in other words, the ref is being forwarded from the parent component to the native input element. So for our final step, back in fr parent input.js, we can define the click handler. Button on click is equal to this dot click handler, which we can define after the constructor. So click handler is going to be equal to an arrow function, and within the body, this dot input ref dot current dot focus. Because we are using forward ref technique, ref dot current points to the native input element and not the fr input component instance. If we save all the files and go back to the browser, click on the button, you can see that the input element receives the focus. So let me quickly go over the code one last time. The parent component creates a ref and then attaches it to the child component instance. The child component sees that ref and tells the parent, hey, I am not the guy you're looking for. You want the native input element, right? Let me directly introduce him to you. So the child component receives the ref from the parent component and attaches it to the native input element. Now the parent component can directly access this input element using this dot reference variable dot current. The child element is basically forwarding this reference. Now, ref forwarding is something you are rarely going to use in your application. This might come in handy when you're working with some libraries or when you're dealing with higher order components. But it's definitely a good idea to be aware of the different concepts in React, and hence I wanted to create a video on this topic. But this is pretty much the content I have on the concept of refs in React. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.